4-color elementals versus a Japanese player whose name I unfortunately cannot read. Keep. I have green and I have most, hopefully, we'll see which other colors we can find. So turn 2 is going to be the Beanstalk. Opponent could be on a similar game plan as me. No, Brainstorm suggests otherwise. But it is, okay, this could just be Jeskai control. Opponent is doing this on their turn to use the shuffle and potentially, because they already anticipate, potentially Bowmaster. Keeping up 1 blue or red mana. That was amazing for the opponent. And also that. I cannot use the Solitude here, honestly. Unfortunately, getting a land stolen here. But, alright, well, that's good. I'm still gonna take another Ragavan hit. Potentially. Oh, now that... okay, now we are kind of back in the game here. Alright, another Ragavan dash. Gonna find something white. White red is probably the best one. Shouldn't have been a tapped one though. Shall we allow the opponent to steal that? No, let's not do that. I can do this instead though now. Yeah, not the ideal way. I want to just use the swords, but this is also fine. The card does get replaced. Alright, and Ragavan gets taken care of. Next turn I can play a land and pay the Cabaretti Revels, and then the next Solitude is going to create quite a bit of value. If I can survive another turn without using Solitude, then the next time I play it, I can actually just hardcast it. Meticulous Archive on the main phase. Maybe because of a brainstorm. Not wanting a bolt. Alright, a bauble. Should I play another Cabaretti here? Yeah. And just pass the turn. The reason is that this, like, otherwise it's just going to completely lose its value in my hand, but even if I don't hardcast the Solitude, using it will net me 2 cards. 2 Elementals, 2 Risen Reefs, which have 2 triggers, so it's just going to be more card advantage gained. Alright, here comes a Breach. Okay, the opponent is just digging generally for stuff. Hasn't found anything yet which kind of poses a threat to me. Just double bauble here, okay. So that was basically 2 mana, draw 2, which is perfectly fine. That's why Underworld Breach is definitely a very high value card. Like, it's usually a 2-for-1 at least, and then potential for more. Alright, so let's find something that... Alright, these are all those ones, so let's just go for this one. No Surveil triggers available. Alright, drawing quite a few lands, but let's pass the turn. Alright, here comes a Dashed Ragavan. Alright, here come the cool triggers. Doesn't really matter. Sure. Sure. Gonna get rid of some more lands in the deck. And draw even more lands. Pass the turn. But the value is just insane with this Elementals deck. Just by evoking already, quite a few things happen. Alright, drawing another land. Sure, the opponent wants to get a Surveil trigger in before the Leyline resolves. That's fully makes sense. Alright, so let's just play this. Now, that's not going to do anything, unfortunately. Almost afraid to deck with this deck. But I should still have, yeah, 4 Furies, 2 Solitudes, 2 Omnaths, Fables. 3 Fables, sorry, not a Fable. Getting all the lands out of the deck. And attack for 2 here now. Keeping up a swords. Sure. Another breach. Well, that's actually, yeah, that's the best chance for my opponent to come back somehow, but I think it's still not going to be enough. Because my spells exiled all the creatures. And the burn is not going to be enough. 10 cards, that's like 3. Maybe the maximum they can play is 3 spells. Even if that's 3 bolts, that would be 9, so that's not sufficient. And an expressive iteration? Why a bauble? Why no expressive iteration, I'm wondering. Okay, so shuffle once more. Is there... What's the last land in the deck? An island. Alright, so this Misty Rainforest can get the final island. So decking seems to be kind of a potentiality for this deck. Like, I'm almost afraid to play the Fury here. All right. All right, play the Fury. Draw cards. Kill everything. Ten cards left. Alright, play the Kaheera. Attack. And just pass the turn. Eight cards left, so I need to kind of not draw even. So I can play the Locust. Let's keep that back. Seven cards left. So it's my board, basically, versus everything else. Wait, do I have any more reefs? Okay, I don't. Omnaths? Either. So let's just do the Solitude. Five cards. Three cards. All right, my turn. Two cards. Opponent's at 12. Let's play another Fable. And another Fable. Huh. Can I beat it from here? Decline, decline. Yes. All right. One card left in the deck. Here we go. All right. So this deck does have to be careful in that regard. The opponent is Jeskai. So I could imagine that the opponent... Let's bring in 2 Rest in Pieces and 2 Boseijus, a High Noon, a Clarion. So let's change things up a little bit. Go a little bit lower on the Cabaretti. A little bit lower on this. One less Reef. One less Omnath. And another one down. All right. Quite the questionable hand. This deck is pretty land heavy. Alright, let's go for one of the triomes already. Alright, so the opponent is still a little bit ways off to get this channeler flipped. Alright, hit a creature, that means this flips now. Which is problematic. So do I want to use the Solitude here already? Exiling the Omnath. Probably yes. Because the opponent is low on resources. Alright, here comes another one. Alright. Don't need that. Oh, that's actually pretty sweet here. Alright, let's do that. Alright, next turn I can Solitude, so I just need to survive a little bit longer and then my Solitude should take over. No Connive. All right, here's the Blood Moon, which I was expecting it. Well, thank you, Fury. I should have fetched at least one of the forests, but that's what I brought in the Boseiju's for. But yeah, able to win nonetheless, despite the Blood Moon, due to this already being on the battlefield and Fury being castable for pure red. Rest in peace, tampering the opponent's channelers too much. Yeah, so good start to the deck. It's a rough version of it, which I found on MTG decks.net by somebody called Altheriax. So credit goes to Altheriax for that. I'm going to post that in the video's description as well with the link. Yeah, this is the version which has the Cabaretti Revels and the Risen Reefs. So yeah. Well, let's see how the next games go. 4-color elementals versus Debaser. Ooh, is this the mirror? The Raugrin is the Jeskai one. Alright. Alright, so I do have the... Gotta get green here, so let's go for the Temple Garden. Alright, got a Fable coming in. As do I. I could leyline it, the opponents, to prevent any further things going on. Or I could just play this. Let's do this to prepare for the future. Next turn I can just play an Omnath. Alright, the opponent has all the Fables. I can play an Omnath to find an Elemental here. I think that's good enough. Here comes the Swords to Plowshares. Yep. I need to discard a card. It's gonna be in Beanstalk. So the opponent is ahead on board. So I do need to come back from that. I only have two. I have two ley lines and a swords. This Triome will make my ley lines cost 1, but I'm capped at 2 white. All right. Okay. I can play this and then, yeah, let's do this. And get rid of one of the, let's get rid of the Kiki Jiki. The Kaheera doesn't boost the shamans. Sorry, yeah, the Kaheera. I can discard 1 beanstalk. And that's it. Alright, keeping up swords and leyline. Wait, this, whenever another elemental. Okay, I don't want that, so I'm gonna... let's start with this. Get rid of the elemental, because that's going to... Oh, that's a good one. Well, let's blank that. And next turn, Fury can deal some damage. Yeah, and there we go. So, what do we need? We need all the Boseijus. Maybe a Clarion. Maybe a Veto. Okay. Getting rid of one of these, one of these, one of these. A little bit less on the threat. Okay, one less Boseiju. So these Boseijus are basically considered spells. That's green, blue, white. I just need red. Okay. I need red. Okay. Ah, okay. Yeah. So I can go for this. I can leyline that actually. But I prefer to just do a turn 3 play here in the form of this. Because the opponent... Okay. The opponent felt that they are already too far behind, I guess. Alright. Well, mirror match. There you go. Showing that the deck is being played in the meta. Yeah, not much to say to that one. Let's see how the next games go. Or the next game. 4-color elementals versus UE Grows. Yeah, this is fine. I can start off with a fetch. Fetch the Triome. That's fine. I'm gonna still fetch the Triome and kill that thing on my turn. Which Triome do I need? This one. That guide always needs to die. That's one of the craziest cards in the current meta, definitely. That was the combined with the Ocelot can do some crazy things very quickly. Ooh, up the beanstalk, perfect. Well, I'm happy that the opponent can't play it at least. At least we've got that going for us. Forest is fine. I'm just wondering if I should want to go for the Reef or the Fable. The Reef. I didn't fetch for red anyway, but the Reef is good. It might ramp us. Okay, or not, but... It does pose a blocker for the Ragavan. Hitting a... discharge. Alright, and then dash the Ragavan. I'm not gonna go for the Solitude. Next turn I'm going for the... Omnath or the Fable. Or that. So still in the setup phase. Wait, what do I need? Double white for sure. So I need to get this Sacred Foundry. Alright. So next turn I can Solitude an Omnath into play. Instant speed. Or I can do that now, potentially. Alright. Alright. Okay, well, that was pretty efficient for sure. Alright, and now I will just play a Fury. I cannot. Alright, well then, Fable it is. I can, like, okay, I could have used the Fury to kill this, but for now I'm okay to take another hit. Alright, dashing again. Alright, attack. Down to 7. Another Ragavan. Okay, now I'm gonna just Fury that thing. No, actually nothing. So, how am I gonna do this? Play an Omnath first. Yeah. No. No. Let's do this first, because I might Fury into an Omnath, which would then be unfortunate. Exactly. Alright, gain 4 life, activate this, and just play it out. Alright, that thing's gonna start bringing stuff back. I need to draw some kind of... this, exactly. Alright, keeping up the ley line. For Dolores. Did the opponent miscalculate that? I guess they did. They thought they had more energy. All right, overpowering the energy. I'll take a Deafening Clarion and a Flute. One less Revel, one less Fable. The rest can stay the same. The Flute for the Amulet. I could also Boseiju, which is probably even better. But okay. And the Clarion, yeah, in case the opponent does manage to build a board early on. Yeah. Alright, an early Ragavan. Alright, that's going to be problematic. I don't want to just using the Fury here for that Ragavan is a little bit overkill. So let's accept that there's going to be 1 or 2 hits here. Alright, that's, well, not perfect, but anything that the opponent cannot play is good in my book. Sure. Well, now Fury is much better. Going for this Triome to make my Leyline free. Alright. I could leyline the amulet, but for now I'd prefer to probably leyline something, some creature. Well, maybe looking at this, I should have probably done the amulet. But fine.
But we have peace.
Alright, this one's gonna be tight. Oh, that's a good one. That's gonna be a good one. Static Prison, also pretty good. Taking the Fable, perhaps. Oh, no. That's gonna take the Leyline. Oh, the opponent doesn't do that. I'm surprised. I would have... Ah, there's still... Yeah, now the opponent is doing it. Okay. So now I need to draw into that Clarion. Oh, that's also pretty okay. So discard this. Unfortunately, I have to do it like this. That's super unfortunate, but can't work around on that. So do two here, one here, and one here. Alright, opponent has to keep paying, otherwise the leyline is back. I'm at 9, theoretically 7 after an attack. The amulet is gonna start doing its thing. A land. Unfortunately, it's a land which can deal damage. An Inti. That's unfortunate, but I cannot allow Inti to trigger even once. Another prison, okay. Go to 5. I could potentially not fetch in the hopes of drawing into a Omnath and then use the fetch to gain 4, but I think yeah. Alright, well, never mind then. I could have fetched and tried to surveilled. That was the alternative. into a Johnny. Yeah. That's too much. I mean, I should have waited one draw for the Clarion. Okay. That was my bad. Gonna go down on the flute, up on a Boseiju. Up on a Boseiju, down one on Omnath. No, Omnath is good for the life gain. That deck can actually deal a lot of damage with the amulet. Yeah. All right. The damned guy out of souls again. All right. Well, let's fetch first a Triome. Do I want to leyline that straight up? I need white and red. Or can I take the risk? But if I take the risk, if the opponent plays a raptor next turn, things are going to go south pretty quickly. Because then the energy gain is already too high. See? Alright, well that was a good, wise decision here. A fragment reality. Okay, well that's, yeah, please. That's gonna put an Omnath or something into play, so... Good! That was a good hit, or not hit. Let's go up the beanstalk first. Alright, a little bit of setup, but next turn I do need to draw a white card though in order to do the Revels into Solitude. But that would be already pretty sweet. I have double white and double red available as well. Alright, that dash... okay. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't have... Yeah, if I had white here, that Solitude would have already done its thing. Taken a Fury. Okay, well... Wow. Okay. Whew, this is tough. This is very tough now. My Solitude is not online. My Fable is only gonna give me a 2/2. So I'm gonna take another big hit here. Alright, another dashed Ragavan. Yeah, I know. Gonna take 4, 5, 6, 7. Go to 3. I need... Doesn't really matter, I think. Then let's go for the Elegant Parlor. Alright, an Omnath. That's perfect. Let's draw into a white card, though. No way, I can't believe it. Yeah, okay. Well, nothing you can do here. That's exactly enough to kill that. I'm just drawing a card here. I can't play anything else. Good game. What kind of emojis do I have here? Yeah, alright. So, can't win them all, but still happy to go 2-1 here. And showcasing the deck, the new version of it with the Revels. So you can do some very potent things, but yeah, as you can, the energy deck with these prisons is just prisons, flyers. It's the energy deck is actually a very, very robust all-around deck. This deck has value, has great early interactions, but sometimes, you know, if it can also stall out a little bit. But definitely worth trying out, definitely worth playing, definitely has its merits and its strengths. And perhaps, you know, a few little things could be tweaked. I'm going to go and check what other elementals there are, because the Revels could potentially find, you know, you could maybe there's some 2-mana elementals which do some good stuff, which could be added to the deck. I'm not sure. And yeah, as mentioned, the credit goes to Altheriax, which I will post the link in the description. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the arena. Have fun and peace.